Hey guys, what's up? As you remember, I did a rant video a couple weeks ago on why I don't really like water changers and why I use a different system. And I got a lot of people requesting that I do a video on how to use the transfer pump that I use when it comes to doing water changes. Essentially, I talked about the battles that people face with water changers, like not having enough pressure, all the hooking up of like on your sink and stuff that can be extremely annoying, but for the most part, just not having adequate pressure in your siphon gravel vac, and essentially that's what today's video is going to be. So I'll jump right into it and I will show you my setup that I use for the transfer pump, and I'll throw a link in the description box to buy this transfer pump on Amazon. But I gotta say that there's one negative to owning the transfer pump, and it's somewhat loud. That's because it's a pump essentially that you don't have to prime, and it's pushing water at a rapid pace, and it has a good pressure. So, but I'll quit blabbing. Let's get right into it. All right, so first I wanna show you guys how much pressure this transfer pump actually has. And this is just doing a gravel cleaning. This is the extra long gravel vac. And I personally believe that gravel vacuuming is a huge deal, and a huge setback with the water changers is that they don't have enough pressure to really just grab all that gunk and poop and detritus that is in your gravel. And that's why I absolutely love this instead of using the water changer essentially. And this doesn't actually do justice, but it is a deep cleansing this thing does, and the hose is 50 feet long. All right, guys, so here is the transfer pump on the other end, and it's a 50-foot run from that fish room. So I have that much pressure with 50 feet, and that's where it comes in there. I have a bunch of different splitter valves, and essentially it exits into this sump basket. And then here, I'll move this. I just have these boards so animals don't fall in the hole. But you can see it's a good pressure, and that's where it pumps out of the house. And we actually use, when it pumps out of the house, we actually use that water on plants and such in the summertime. But with all these valves and such and splitters, I can choose wherever I want water to go. And when I'm done sucking it, I hit the valves and then I push water back into it. It's really easy. Hopefully that's easy enough for you guys to understand. What's cool about the transfer pump is you can put it anywhere in line of the hose, and you can actually use just garden hose hookups, and that's the size of the hookups on the transfer pump. So I would rather use this than an aquarium water changer any day, just because you get your pressure. It takes a little more work to figure out how you're gonna like take off the pump and pump water back into it, whereas on the water changer it's just that little switch. But it's not wasteful on water, and there's tons of power. And you could what I advise you to do is put the transfer pump on the end of the hose, maybe shoot it out a window, maybe put it outside because it's kind of loud. The transfer pump costs here in the United States around $50 to $60, but I've had mine forever, and it comes with replaceable impellers. I don't know what else there is to say. It's really easy to figure out. It's just 3/4 inch size hookups, like what is on just regular garden hose essentially. So what you could do is just go buy a 20-foot garden hose or a 50-foot garden hose, cut and splice in a gravel vac, the deal on the end there, and then put the other end of it on the pump. It's really hard to explain, because I'm visually envisioning it in my mind, but hopefully you guys understand this. I'll throw a link in the description box. You guys wanted this video. Hopefully that helps you understand how it works. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live streaming tonight. I have so many videos to edit. I'm working on the Giardini Arowana right now video, and I'm super excited about it. I worked 2 hours in the shop tonight too, so just keep on fish keeping, I guess. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Whoop.